claim our right. The streets echo loud with the beat of the fight. America's game, we're roused to the high. This is our time, the stage is set. The game belongs to the people, we won't be denied. With courage and strength, we take a stride. Together we fight, hand in hand, side by side. America's game, it's our turn to guide. Oh yeah. From coast to coast, see the banners unfurl. Voices together, watch the power swirl. No longer silent, we're ready to roar. With passion and purpose, we're ready for more. You'll chase the sea. The game belongs to the people, we won't be denied. With courage and strength, we take a stride. Together we fight, hand in hand, side by side. America's game is our turn to guide. Join the movement, feel the flow. America's game, time to grow, time to grow. This turns this way and you.
A good TV guy personality.
Yeah.
So you knew he was made for TV.
Yeah.
And would he say he's going to do it?
Yes, he had already started prepping.
How much before he retired did he tell?
He'd been started.
Oh, so he's known he's going to be doing that.
Yeah.
So you're not surprised by the success he's having with his podcast and TV and him and Skip and Stephen A, all that stuff?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm shocked at his content. I wouldn't in a million years. The things that Shannon has said now or did now, I would never believe that Shannon will say or do anything.
Like what?
Simply, I take drinking. Shannon, in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink. Ever. Like it was against the law, right? Because he had some stuff in his family that he didn't want to follow that. And then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're going to take that route. I can't go that route. Never can go that route. And that route is to become so worldly that you become popular because you're talking about ignorance, right? A lot of times, a lot of these gossip conversations that they're having and bringing up all this stuff, I'm not going to do that to nobody. I'm not in the business for that. I'm in life to try to teach people what does it mean to be a better man or get back to the kingdom, and a lot of times, a lot of the guys get in trouble with these podcasts and things, man, because everybody wants the follower, everybody wants to be popular, everybody wants to make money, but that's a tight rope into what you call influence and popularity. Right? The devil has the ability to make you popular. God has the ability to give you influence that when people see you, they see an image of him. And that's the thing for me that started to switch with not just Shannon, but just a couple of people. I'm like, wow, you would switch out like that? Really? And I would never, ever. Why? Because of the respect that I have for my mother, my daughters, my granddaughters, life, period. And I think men, given these new platforms, we've overrode what the platform is actually for. The platform is supposed to help somebody find a new direction. We don't help. Everybody just gets on. Everybody's talking now. Everybody got a podcast. Everybody's is the new marriage coach. Everybody's the new relationship coach. And ain't nobody coaching themselves. Because if you were coaching yourself, when it says power of life and death is found in the tongue, then go back and check out a couple of episodes and ask yourself, do you give life or do you give death? And that's why me personally, I kind of do my own thing. Stay in my own lane. What's going on, everyone?
America's Game Show presents Ray versus Shay Shay. Who is wrong, man? I am your beloved America's Game Show host, says and does the motherfucking most. And we had to go on and start it with that, man. Yes, indeed, man. We got a review today. We're going to review. We just had to play what Ray Lewis had to say when he went on Patrick McDavid a couple of weeks ago. He was asked about, what do you think about the popularity of Shannon Sharpe? And we're going to go right on into it, man, to the other part of it, where a content creator named Anton Daniels didn't agree with what Ray said. And we're going to show you where this particular brother that was debating kind of lost base on. And he didn't stay on what it really was about. It was not about what he's talking about. Where Lewis was talking about the content that Shannon puts out, the content that he don't agree with Shannon and Shannon does. Now it's gonna go down is what Anton's standing on, right? What Anton's standing on is that you my friend, so you don't need to say anything about me publicly, regardless if I'm doing fuck shit on the air. So we're gonna find out. What we want to dig into is when, why, and where. When and why is Ray saying something about it? Is it convenient that he was on the Patrick McDavid show and he got asked a question, or is it something that had been festering for a long time? And we're going to find out, y'all. So we're going to put it where the goat can get it, baby. And we're going to we're going to get it started, Jack. Because one thing we're going to do is we're going to stomp down on this game, baby. Y'all get in when y'all get in.
Being a sport guy, I kind of know the history between the two. They pretty much were best friends.
Okay.
And they actually had a mentorship program together where they mentored a lot of young men. And knowing the background of Shannon Sharpe's family and his upbringing and how he feels about his sister and his brother Sterling Sharpe and what Sterling went through, they kind of disagree and feel the same way Ray does. He's on these platforms. He's pushing Rose Sparks as far as a set.
I wouldn't get into that. See, I think the brother already kind of messing up. I think the brother a little bit nervous, a little bit. I mean, it ain't about what he's defending. Is that is Ray Lewis? Is he wrong for commenting on it, and is Shay Shay wrong for whose side you on? You on Shay Shay's side, or you on Ray's side when it comes to this? And this brother here, he just didn't get into it. I think he's trying to dance a little bit. As I'm looking at it right now, I think he's trying to dance. So just don't get into it, bro. It's about what Ray Lewis said. Stick to what Ray Lewis talking about. It ain't even about Shannon. It's all about Ray Lewis right here. It's all about Ray. It's all about that nigga named Ray Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Famer. 2-time Super Bowl champion. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl MVP. And also, I think 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Come on, man. Let's talk about Ray Lewis. It ain't, you know, Shannon already done bowed down and bowed out of it. So it's who's still strong on this situation is Ray Lewis. So it should all be about Ray Lewis.
Enhancement drug and he's also pushing alcohol.
Okay.
He's a mentor to the Colorado State kids as well, with his partnership with Dion. And I just feel like,
see, I think he's going too far with it. I think he need to just stay. He need to stay right on topic. What Ray Lewis talking about. We ain't got to get into to Shannon's history. Need to stay into what it was, because we played it before. I played it before, and we played it at the beginning of it again. That Ray Lewis was talking about the content that he pushing. Stay on the content, brother. Stay on the damn content.
he doesn't need to promote those type of things. It's like your podcast and your platform is big. Like the Shay Shay Club Shay Shay is big, and then the Nightcap is big. And the topics that he talk about, and him referring to himself as an unk, he's a mentor to basically America. He's like America's uncle, just like Cosby was America's dad. So
okay, now I have to where he going is he going too far as America's uncle. Most uncles, you know what I'm saying, in what uncle he's representing is the uncle in the neighborhood. Most uncles, they sip a little bit. Most uncles, you know what I'm saying, puff a little bit. So if he's America's uncle, he's going to be America's popular uncle, America's worldly uncle. And everybody knows when you just go over to your uncle's house or go over to your uncle's house, you'll be able to do you a little freer over there. You know, he gonna let you get for real. You know, he gonna let you be real. He gonna let you be who you are, who you is. You know, I just think with brother, he just starting out the wrong way. This is starting out the wrong way. You have to stay on topic. It's what Ray Ray said. It's all about what Ray Ray said. If you stay on what Ray Ray, you ain't even got to explain what Ray Ray said. Stay on what Ray Ray said. You are on Ray Ray said, but you over here trying to you ain't got to go that deep. It's just the bottom line is what it is.
So he kind of veered off from the direction that he should have went in. And that's why I feel like Ray is kind of calling.
Did he veer off, or did he open up a lane for himself? Let's just be honest, brother. Shannon Sharpe opened up a lane for himself when he did become America's uncle. It parlayed him to Club Shay Shay. It also got him with Shay LaPortier, you know, the drink. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's making money. So we have to understand the motivations of Ray Lewis and Shay Shay, right? So this is the motivations you need to be arguing. You know what I'm saying? So, and what Ray Lewis was talking about, stick on the Ray Lewis's point of view, brother. You ain't got to get into what Shay Shay doing. We all know what Shay Shay doing. Stick on what Ray Ray said, and when you stick on what Ray Ray talking about, it would be easily to unravel what Shannon's doing.
Him out on that, and I believe he actually brought Ray on Club Shay Shay before and interviewed him, if I'm not.
And I did, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all with that. I looked that up, and I don't think that happened. I don't think Ray Lewis has ever been on Club Shay Shay. Has he talked about Ray Lewis on Club Shay Shay? Yeah, but I think he had like Ozzie Newsome or somebody like that on Club Shay Shay, and they talked about Ray Lewis. But I don't believe that Ray Lewis was ever on Club Shay Shay. Now, this is when sometimes you ask Anton a question right here. Do you think that Ray Lewis ever been on Club Shay Shay? He may, what that got to do with the point? Well, I mean, we're trying to find out who right, who wrong. So, I mean, you probably would know it, right? Now, he might not know it. So, if he don't know it, I got one up on his ass. If he don't know, I don't know. Then I can play the game. Well, hell, he never been on Club Shay Shay. He never, Shannon never invited Ray Lewis on there. So, Ray Lewis could be standing on what he meant. That if he ain't been on Club Shay Shay, and Club Shay Shay been out for almost 4 years, 3-4 years, it makes no sense. If they're close friends, he should have been on Club Shay Shay. Ray Lewis got a story to tell, so an interesting story to tell. So, absolutely got an interesting story to tell. So, why he ain't been on Club Shay Shay yet? We know he ain't going on there now. He already put the information that he ain't going on.
So let me ask you a question. With all that being said, whether right or wrong, because we can debate back and forth on Shannon Sharpe's responsibility to people about anything outside of himself. We can go back and forth on that all day. Here's my question. Why do you think that it's okay for him to say that publicly?
Now, this is a simple question right here, y'all. This is real simple. You know why that I can say it publicly? Because what Ray Lewis addressed was what Shannon Sharpe puts out publicly. It's that simple. Ray is not talking about inner workings of Shannon Sharpe back in from like, we say 96 to probably 2018. I don't know. They might have shed ties around 2018. But he's talking about what we see. He's talking about what we see, people. He's not, Ray Lewis is not talking about nothing private. He's talking about what you see when you watch the Undisputed back in the day, what you see when he do interviews on Club Shay Shay, and what you see when he does Nightcap with Ocho Cinco, Joe, and all this other, Mr. Joe over there, and all them other kids, Joe Johnson, and other guys he have over there on his platform. So that's what Ray Lewis is talking
about somebody who he knows and can get in touch with and disagree with privately.
I believe he told him privately already, and I don't think he went on the podcast to actually speak about that publicly. I just think he was asked a question.
We don't know that. You cannot go into that and say they spoke publicly. You don't know that, sir. See, these are the things that get you in trouble with debates. You never go into things that you cannot prove. You cannot go into things that are factual. That is not factual, son. You have to stay on point. The point is what the hell Ray said. We know what Shay doing. See, you got to defend what Ray did. It ain't about Shay. It's all about what Ray is. Is Ray who is wrong? Is Ray wrong? And is Shay wrong for who wrong? And I believe down the line we'll let you know.
And he wanted to.
You don't think that Ray Rice is intelligent enough to know not to speak publicly about private matters that he feels about somebody?
I think he had the blessings of mutual friends and family of Shannon Sharpe.
What do you mean? You can't get a blessing of people around me to speak about me?
See, brother already fucking up. He's dancing around shit. I don't know why he's so focused on Shannon. He's focused on Ray Lewis. So it's like it's flipped. You're on the side of Ray Lewis. He can't never refer to Ray Lewis. He's not on Ray Lewis' side. You letting Anton be able to dance all over the place. He could jump over here on Shannon a little bit. He could, nigga, you on Shannon's side. So you know you on Shannon's side. You're gonna be on Shannon's side and you're gonna stay over there. You're not gonna comment on no Ray Lewis. You can, but we're gonna go on and pick the gloves off and get busy. We're gonna go on and get to it now. We're not finna dance. And homeboy wanna kind of dance around a little bit. You don't wanna really he thinking that okay, he thinking that well, Shannon ain't right. No, you got to prove that Ray Lewis is right here. You got to prove that Ray Lewis is right, sir. That's what you got to prove. Let's go.
What do you mean?
I spoke to you already, though. I spoke to you privately.
So what? We disagree, and that don't mean that we disagree. You spoke to me. I feel one way. You feel the other way. That don't mean that you can go and start to publicly bash me.
I don't think it's bashing, though. I think it's constructive criticism.
On a public platform.
I can say this: if I disagree with you, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. What are you gonna do about it? Sometimes just gotta go there. What are you gonna do about it? You see me, you gonna do something about it? No, you're not gonna do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Shannon, you got a lot of problems. Shannon, you had a terrible 25, dog. We got to stop this. You know, I don't do things you do, sir. I'm a better man. Yeah, you got one blemish on my record back in 2000, but ever since 2000, I ain't had another blemishes on my record. And whatever, you don't know what I done, you didn't know what I didn't do, but guess what? We know what you did. We know what you did. We know what you're doing, Shannon. We see you. We see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So your record ain't sparkling neither, brother. Somebody ever since 2000 has actually tried to build his reputation up and be better than what he was in the infamous January 2000 day. Then what's going on today? So 25 years on the straight and narrow. You know, Shannon want to live a model life early in his life now. Want to get old and want to be young and want to do what YNs do. Nah, I don't know about that one. I think Ray Lewis's struggle than Shannon's struggle. I don't want to be up then get kicked down late in life. I'd rather be kicked down early in life and be winning late in life.
About somebody. So okay. So what good does it do? If you got my phone number and let's say me and you disagreed and we talk.
Now see, this conversation, as we look at this conversation, Anton is painting it on some personal shit. We don't give a fuck about his I don't give a fuck about Ray's personal dealings with Shannon Sharpe. I don't give a fuck about goddamn me, Shannon Sharpe's personal dealings with goddamn Ray Lewis. What did Ray Lewis say? Was it wrong? What did Ray Lewis say? Was it wrong? What did Ray Lewis say? Was it a lie? If Ray Lewis is sitting on there telling you what he will not support and what he will not do, he has a right to say what he stands on. You got me. Your friendship don't work that way. If I don't stand on the fuck shit you stand on, I can stand on the world and tell you I don't agree with your fuck shit. Fuck you, nigga. Shit, hell no. And then sometimes you have to make decisions. They might not be friends anymore, dog. I mean, can we get that out the water? Who knows if they still friends, my nigga?
Right. And so you think that going publicly on another person's platform to talk negatively about me is going to do what exactly now?
And about doing anything. So the question was asked what you think about Shannon Sharpe's popularity, Shannon Sharpe's content. And what did Ray say? He don't agree with the content. If I don't agree with you, brother, I don't agree with your content, brother. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't agree with you. It ain't nothing to talk to you about. We already had that damn discussion. I just put it in the world that I don't agree with the content you put out. Well, it looked like he's in the minority, by the way. So let's go.
I don't think it's speaking negatively, and I think it kind of
Let me do a disclaimer right quick. I'm not against the content that Shannon Sharpe actually do. I am not against the content Shannon Sharpe puts out. I drink and I do smoke. So I smoke cigars, I sip a little bit. I don't have any problem with any content that Shannon Sharpe put out, as far as content. So America's Game Show host has got to let you know, I don't disagree. I just don't agree with what's been stated on this doggone, I'm just telling you what I don't agree as far as this debate is concerned right there that's going on between Anton Daniels and his brother here.
It kind of shows the elephant in the room. It brings it into the world's view now, the elephant in the room. And with Shannon Sharpe having the platform that he has with Club Shay Shay, now you can bring us on to discuss it further.
Let me ask you a question.
Now, we're going to be honest. Over here. The reason that Shannon Sharpe got the platform he got is because of the antics that he did on Undisputed. He wouldn't have got that platform. You know, when he started Club Shay Shay, he already was promoting the alcohol. He already had alcohol already set up, ready to go. The Shay Le Portier. So he already. I'm not debating that on Shannon. It ain't even about Shannon on this point. It's really about 100% what Ray standing on, and Ray letting you know what he don't stand on. And we're gonna go back to where I'm gonna find the infamous clip where they had a disagreement about it. When goddamn me. Ray and Shay Shay on Undisputed back in the day during the Colin Kaepernick situation is when they actually fell out.
Would you do that again? Would you do that to somebody that you know?
If I spoke to them privately and I've commenced with mutual friends and family, and I have the
brother. It ain't about that. Is if I spoke to you about it probably when you started, and I say I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't like the way you're going. Okay, I've been mom for the last 3-4 years. Then I go on a platform, and a guy asked me about your content. Ray Lewis is a goddamn linebacker. Last time I checked, he don't run from it. He runs through shit. He's not gonna dip and dodge. He's not gonna play around with it. If our relationship is kind of broken and we really ain't got no relationship anymore, I'm gonna go on and tell the world, man, I don't agree with what you're doing out here. I abhor what you do. I ain't with it. He didn't go all the way back. He could have elaborated and really went all the way back and told my man, me and him fell out after doing Undisputed Day. But he didn't do that to him. He just said, I don't agree with the content he putting out today.
The blessings to do so
with good intentions. It ain't about the blessings, brother. It's about what he don't agree with. It ain't about. It is about what Ray agrees and disagree with. It ain't about getting permission. Ray don't need no damn permission to tell the world what he think about a motherfucker. Ray Lewis don't need no damn permission to tell nobody what he think about a motherfucker. He don't like what the motherfucker putting out. He don't like what the motherfucker putting out. He can say he don't like what Shannon Sharpe putting out. See, you dancing from it, and that's what he gonna play you on because you dancing. Let's stand on what Shannon said. Stand on what Ray talking about. Ray is the rock right now. Shannon is the sand. Nigga, Ray is the motherfucking house that's built on brick. Shay is the goddamn straw in the motherfucking wood that can get blowed down by the big bad wolf. Shannon got that bullshit house on which was built by straw that I can huff and I can puff and I can blow your house down. Ooh, blow that house down. I can huff and I can puff. I can blow that wood house down. Ooh. Come to Ray house, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'm gonna blow this brick house down. Ooh, and that house ain't moving.
I would bring it up.
Blessings from who?
See, the key is what I'm talking about is who Ray is. Who in the fuck is Ray Lewis? What does Ray Lewis stand on? And you bitch ass niggas want to run to 2000. Some of you bitch ass niggas weren't even born in 2000. Some of you bitch ass niggas don't. We don't know what happened in 2000. All we doing is speculating. So I'm not getting into the 2000. After that 2000 situation, what has Ray Lewis been standing on ever since? For 25 goddamn years, what has Ray Lewis been standing on, y'all? The motherfucking been standing on the truth. That's all he's been standing on. A man of faith, man that he probably went on there and said I ain't gonna kneel, but he kneeled in prayer with the players in Jacksonville during that Colin Kaepernick situation. What that's what he's standing on. What is Shannon Sharpe standing on? Shannon Sharpe just hustling, bro. I ain't against what Shannon Sharpe doing for us is hustling on the podcast. I ain't worrying about it, but this man said, nah, man, that ain't what we stood on. That ain't what I stand on. It ain't about a friendship, nigga. If I don't stand on the shit you stand on, I don't give a fuck about your friendship, nigga. I got a relationship with God. I don't give a fuck your relationship with you. You a man. You a grown ass man. You make your decisions on how you want to make them. I don't have to rock with you. And I can stand up on a goddamn hill and tell the world, goddamn it, I don't rock with that shit he got going on. I don't give a damn about this friendship. Fuck your friendship, nigga. If I don't believe it, I don't like what you're doing. Because apparently they're not friends any damn more. Apparently they're not friends anymore. And the problem with this brother here, he's not understanding. They might not be friends no more. Y'all should have got this out the way quick. So when he said friendship, what happened? They ain't friends anymore, Anton. They will blew up his whole scenario. We're not gonna play hypotheticals that they are friends because you say some shit he's saying is against friendship. Technically, they must not be friends anymore. He might don't wish hell on the man. He might don't wish no bad on the man. But let's be real. God damn it, Ray Lewis will let you know who he stand on. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. If I don't stand on what you stand on, don't do no fuck shit for me to say it, to put your name on it. Hell, shit. Quit doing fuck shit in the game. And I'm not saying you're doing no fuck shit, but in the opinion of goddamn me, Ray Lewis, you're doing fuck shit.
From the family and mutual friends.
About the person that you're about to talk negatively or talk about on another person's public platform,
Yeah,
you
I don't think
you would
again, I
so
don't
you will
think
say, hold on, wait. A person that you know in real life that you disagree with, if you get the blessings from friends and family.
Yeah, but and see, I wouldn't even play this game. I'm not playing this game. Ain't no way in hell I'm playing this game. Because first thing I came in there, I said, man, I just said right on. I agree with Ray Lewis on it. That as far as what Ray Lewis is talking about, he talking about the history between them when they were friends. Apparently they're not friends, and we're gonna get that out the way. Apparently they're not friends today, Anton. They're not friends. So what we would say is when they were friends, when they was on one accord on the daily walk and talk and how they was living, that Shannon Sharpe and Shannon Sharpe and Ray Lewis was living on the same accord. They believed in a lot of the same beliefs, a lot of the same things. They rocked the same way. They did a lot of things the same. And he went somewhere where Ray Lewis wasn't willing to go. And probably couldn't go, probably ain't got the personality to do it, probably ain't got the capability to pull this shit off. We can go there, but at the end of the day, Ray Lewis don't play them games. He don't promote them things. He don't promote that. Okay? He don't promote it. And all he's saying, he just don't promote them things. And the man can stand in the world and tell the world he don't promote what Shannon doing. It is what it is. I mean, he's 100% against Shannon, but he got a right to tell the world, I don't promote that. That ain't me.
Family, you feel like it will be okay for you to do that.
Got him in, now homeboy put himself in this. Anton and you just got to stand on it. Just know who you're talking about. You don't need to be coming up there
against some.
I wish I was over there. I would have called in and I would have just stood up there and I would have told Anton straight up. I'm your friend, brother. And sometimes I got to make a decision. Do I still want to be your friend? You might be doing some shit I or. Now, what he doing, is it the worst shit he doing for us on the content that he doing? Not the personal shit, because Ray Lewis didn't talk about that. He talked about the content that he puts out.
Somebody that you know in real life.
Yes, because I don't think he said anything negative. I just think he called him out on the person who he known to be. And Shannon Sharpe is still that person. And I actually, I thought...
Again, the brother's on it, but he's not getting into it. He's tiptoeing. We're tiptoeing, brother. Go on in there. Go on in that dungeon, man. And go on in there with that sword, man. Go in there and go after Antoine. I'm going to tell you what happened to a lot of brothers that call these shows. When people call into these shows and they call into them, they're fans of the platform. I'm not a fan of no platform. I might watch your platform. I'm not a fan of you. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I call up, you can play off my fandom, so I won't cross the line. Nigga, I'm ready. If I call in, I'm ready to cross the line. If I call in on your platform, I'm ready to cut your I'm ready to goddamn verbally cut your throat. Or don't interviews get called up over there. I'm not trying to be cool with you, nigga. Because you abhor what Ray Lewis done. You've been on this shit for a little bit of while. So you abhor what he does. You don't like what he does because we were friends, because we broke bread back in the day. I cannot publicly comment on your content. Now we're gonna go back and we're gonna show you something. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna go show you the Ray Lewis situation. Just for what? Just for gain of what Ray Lewis said, right? When Ray Lewis called out who? So we'll start it over. We'll go back. We ain't gonna play it all through. We're gonna play a little bit of it, right? When he got to the bits where he don't like.
Shannon Sharpe, did you think he was one day going to be a good TV guy personality?
Yeah.
So you knew he was made for TV?
Yeah.
And would he say he's going to do it?
Yes, he had already started prepping.
How much before he retired did he come?
Been started.
Oh, so he's known he's going to be doing that.
Yeah.
So you're not surprised by the success he's having with his podcast and TV and him and Skip and Stephen A, all that stuff?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm shocked at his content.
Stop it right there. So we're gonna stop it right there. The conversation is the content that Shannon puts out. That is the problem that Ray Lewis has. He's not talking about what Shannon did with the bitch. He's not talking about what he did with the white bitch. He's not talking about the shit he definitely did, so-called allegedly accidentally did with whoever the chick name is, Stephanie, whoever the fuck the bitch is, on the damn Instagram. He ain't talking about that. He's talking about the content that everybody sees. What the fuck is Anton Daniels talking about? I don't give a fuck. They both public figures. As of right now, Shannon is a way bigger public figure than Ray Lewis. That's a fact. And that man asked him a question about the content, and Ray Lewis, I'm gonna play it some more. He stayed on the damn content. I have the right. And fuck your friendship, nigga. If I abhor what you do in the public airwaves, and you say some fuck shit or you do some shit that when we kicked it, that wasn't part of your platform, that wasn't part of your lifestyle. So apparently they don't rock no more. And hold on, we're gonna let this play out. He gonna tell you, they don't even rock like that no more. So the hype, we're gonna go back to Anton and the dude, and Anton said we free. No. Because we could have a friendship at any motherfucking time. A friendship is not this. No, I don't have. You're not. No, because Anton is playing. Anton is a Christian, so he's playing it like this is a God thing. This ain't no God. I'm godly. I might be a little worldly. So what ended up happening? Ray Lewis is on some godly shit. Ray Lewis on some real worldly shit back in 2000. He got off that bullshit thanks to Mike Singletary being a mentor for him. He told him, man, you need to lead your team and be better than what you was. And ever since that day, he got his second chance. He ran with that motherfucker. Ain't turned back. You ain't heard no incidents out of no Ray Lewis. Now you get on this motherfucking comments and tell me what has Ray Lewis done on these streets? What has Ray Lewis had done back? We ain't talking about 2000. We're gonna throw that out. Because they had his ass in 2000 and he beat it. What he done after that? 1, 2 Super Bowl. Where he do that? Mentor, motivational speaking, donate money, doing all kind of charity work and philanthropy work. That's what he doing. He tried to be a commentator, didn't work out for him. He too long goddamn winded. He's a motivational speaker. He ain't no quick hit guy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't witty like Shannon. Shannon more quick witty and he can say some shit real quick, real fast, get the laughs, get what he want out real quick. That's Shannon. That's what Shannon got. Ray Lewis is more of an explanational guy. He got to stand on the stage and deliver a message. He's more of a minister type. The Ray Lewis got pills on his wall. Yeah, he got some fuck shit on him, but guess what? He was a YN with his fuck shit. You can't be a triple OG with fuck shit. That's terrible. Let's go.
I wouldn't, in a million years, the things that Shannon has said now or did now, I would never believe that Shannon will say or do any of this.
Like what?
Simply, I take drinking. Shannon, in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink. Ever. Like it was against the law.
Y'all, all this shit is public. All this shit is what Shannon doing. All this shit is what everybody see. We saw that motherfucker. First time we saw the uncle was on Undisputed. And I think at the time, before he did that, Ray Lewis was on Undisputed. He used to come on there and chop it up with Ray. Chop it up with Shay on there. And then they fell out. See, y'all have what I call convenience amnesia. What that means. Y'all don't see the whole picture. And that's what Anton pointed. We go back to Anton.
Follow another YouTuber. I don't know if I can shout him out on your platform, so I won't. I can email you the name.
I know you can say whatever you want.
And that's in contact with Kwame Brown. They do a lot of work together, where they mentor a lot of kids and stuff. At a certain
what is the Carcino and Kwame?
A lot. He knows how his brother Sterling feels. He knows how his sister.
Well, but you can't talk about it. See, the big brother. The problem is that you have to say what he don't agree with. So you gotta say Carcino. And Carcino said this, and the third. So you're going to have to go on and let everybody know what it is. You can't go over her and let you know that you echo the same sentiments that Carnino said. So you got to put that out there. What did Carcino say? What did Carcino find out? You can't just talk around it. You got to goddamn tell us what it is. Because everybody don't, I watch Carcino. I say, no, all right. I mean, he could, but he boring to me. So I move on from his ass. Let's go.
Listen, bro. Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I don't care what people research. I don't care who knows who. Nobody can speak on my behalf about somebody, and nobody can speak on somebody else's behalf.
And he's not speaking on Shannon's behalf. He's not speaking on Shannon's behalf. What he's speaking on is what he don't like what Shannon's doing. He's not speaking on Shannon's behalf. He's telling the world, I ain't with what he doing. That ain't what I'm on. That ain't what I'm on, y'all.
Right? Because he had some stuff in his family that he didn't want to follow that. And then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're gonna take that route.
All right, so we will go back to this. So this is what I'm talking about here. See, in this situation right here, this brother here is he playing the friendship game. Ray Lewis say he done went his separate ways from Shannon Sharpe. So basically, if I go my separate ways from you, he just like the brother here, and he just like Anton here right now. He don't have anything to do with Shannon no more. This is what his brother is supposed to let him know. When he start talking that friendship talk, he's supposed to shut that friendship talk down immediately. Shut that shit down. There's no reason to talk about no friendship, bro. It ain't no friendship here. They used to be friends, and ain't no friendship. And he shut that down a long time ago. So that came when Shannon Sharpe started doing the damn drinking in Black and Miles was around 2017 to 2018, 2019 when he started that. Between 18 and 19 when he started that, when the Colin Kaepernick shit came up. Kaepernick came up and then Kaepernick came up in, it was a 17 or 16 when he first started doing what he did. I'm trying to remember. It was 17. So basically, Shannon Sharpe started doing his shit with the drinking and all that in 2018. That's when he started doing that. So Young Buck, he's killing you in the debate because you're not coming with all the information. You trying to talk about this mentor shit. Fuck that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with this shit. This is what Ray stands on. And Anton doesn't. They say, I don't give a fuck what you stand on because you my friend. You don't tell the world that you will whore me. When we broke bread together, nigga, fuck you. You ain't God. Shit, sometimes you have to sabotage, man. Everybody ain't friends for life. Everybody ain't in your life forever. They's in your life at a moment in time. And the moment in time that Shannon Sharpe and Ray were cool, they had an objective going on to be world fucking champion. But when they got into this media shit, Shannon Sharpe's goddamn thing is I'm going to get this money. Ray's thing is I'm just going to be me and get my money. I'm not going to switch up. I'm going to be who I am. And that's the difference. That's all it is. One switched up for the dough, other one's going to be me for the dough. That's the battle. That is the information. That is the damn battle.
About me. I don't care who you are. I don't care how credible you are. I don't care what you think you represent and if you think you can get the blessing. Nobody can speak on me and I can't speak on that person on somebody else's behalf.
I understand.
So
yeah, and see, and all he did was just find the crux into your thinking right there. You shouldn't have went there. There was nothing to go there. It's between the comments of Ray Lewis. Is the comments of Ray Lewis, is he wrong for saying that? Is he wrong for saying that, y'all? And if he's wrong for saying that, y'all come in the comments that he wrong. If you think he's wrong for saying that, you come in here. You can definitely hit that button, man, and come on up and chop it up with me and tell me where Shannon is Ray Lewis is is Ray Lewis wrong? So y'all can tell me, y'all can come up here and holler at me, man, on this. Go ahead.
If you saying that you would publicly talk about somebody that you know on a public platform and in a way in which you even, I don't care if it's good intentions or bad intentions, for me, that's a red flag. Because that just tells me that if you feel righteous enough about it or you feel justified, then that means that I can't have you around me because you'll throw me under the bus or you'll put my business out there or how it is that you feel about me.
Your business is already out on the street. And then the key is the business is already out there on the street. He severed ties with Shannon Sharpe a long time ago during the Undisputed days. So if they ain't been rocking with each other for damn near 7 years, shit, nigga, I got a time to say whatever I want to say. I just don't need to keep talking about you and keep talking about you. Talk about you one time, I ain't gonna talk about you no more. I go on some other play, baby. I already addressed that. I'm done with that. You know, you can go back it out. You know, I don't want to talk about him no more. I'm not gonna keep talking about it. Okay, I'm not gonna make a sermon out the nigga.
Even if you got my phone number, just because I don't necessarily agree with you, I think that is one of the biggest red flags ever. That is a character flaw.
But it's not me throwing you under the bus. So
there ain't no character flaw. It's just what I stand on. I don't give a fuck about you, man. When it comes to what I stand for. Fuck you and your friendship. So that's how I get down. Fuck you and your friendship. I don't need you. Shit, I ain't finna loan you a dime, nigga. You can't have me for shit you just got through doing. I can't donate to that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you sick or something like that, or something, yeah, I'll help you on that. But I'm not putting a nickel and dime on what you went through. Shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck about you like that. Hate to be like that. And some people sabotage, man. Ain't no thing. He just told you don't agree with the content he putting down. He said, you don't go that route, I ain't rocking with you no more. He just told the world he don't rock with him no more. So this dude here is fucking up because he's not addressing what Ray Lewis is on. It ain't about Shannon, what Ray Lewis on. It's about Shannon Sharpe.
So in Ray's defense, how does he deal with the...
Don't talk about me on no public platform in a negative, in any way that would hold me accountable if you know me in real life.
So
that's the.
And then I said, what you gonna do? And I said, well, what you gonna do if I did that to you? You finna come holler at me? Mm-hmm. You finna knock on my door? So we gonna escalate to violence? Or we just gonna know, hey, we don't rock with each other no more? That might be a declaration. I don't fuck with you no more. That's all it is. It's a declaration. I don't fuck with you no more, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's a declaration of war. Shit. And you can do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna end well for you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna end well for you. You already down. So it ain't gonna end well for you. And sure ain't gonna end. I'm sure gonna be victorious in it. So
for me personally, that's the rules of friendship.
And they're not friends anymore, sir. They're not friends anymore. Let's go back. They're not friends anymore, sir. They're not friends anymore. So let's go back and rewind back about 20 seconds. They're not friends anymore.
Started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're gonna take that.
Think I just showed you that. He went his separate ways. Back in 2018. So when as soon as he poured that goddamn look on that Undisputed with that black and mild in his mouth, I'm not against Shannon Sharpe doing that. But Ray Lewis had a right to say, man, I don't fuck with you like that, nigga. We were just football buddies. When we had a goddamn objective to go out there and go and be world champions, that's as far as we went. That's as far as we went. And that's how it go in life. Sometimes you have people in your life at a certain point of your life. That don't mean they always go through your life. And you have to realize that. Don't mean because we was best friends in 96 and you helped me out or whatever. And hey man, you was on the straight and narrow the whole time. Shannon, you wasn't promoting this shit. You was all about football. You wasn't drinking. You wasn't doing nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with drinking, but at the same time, you wasn't doing the shit. So you and him was rocking together, and y'all was doing the same thing. You got off, and you was through with football. You was over there. You was through with football. You hooked over there. You hooked up on this little lick, and you hooked up on a deal where you got you a good deal with whoever the liquor bottler is. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You ain't doing nothing wrong, Shannon. It's just that Ray Lewis don't want to be around that. He don't want to promote that. That ain't what he do. He ain't got to. He have a right to goddamn me say he don't promote that shit. But we're friends though. You don't tell the world that you don't like that shit. Man, you got me fucked up, nigga.
That route.
So your Christianity is a little flawed, bruh. You stand on this Christian shit so strong. Your Christianity got a little flawedness into it. If I don't, and that's what you do to people, man. People is not walking in the faith. People is not walking in the walk that you walk. You step off. Your birds of a feather flock together, brother. And Ray Lewis just straight up said, nigga, I don't rock that way, and I'm not gonna rock that way. I'm not gonna promote that shit, and I don't have to promote that shit. And somebody asked me a question at the right time, at the right moment, and I just told the world that I don't support it. Because I don't support it. Because he said no comment and kept it mum, yeah. But at the end of the day, he went down that road. When he said, yeah, he doing good, he had to let the world know, I don't support that. When he said he doing good, and he knew that he was going to be successful at it, at what he doing, he knew he was going to be successful, he didn't let everybody know, I ain't doing it that way to be successful. It's more about what Ray stands on. It ain't even about what Shannon, because we know what Shannon stands on. We didn't know what Ray stood. We didn't know what Ray stood and what he thought of what Shannon was doing. That was a revelation. That wasn't a Genesis. That was a revelation. What Shannon doing was some Genesis shit. We already knew what Shannon doing.
You will never ever know that me and this person or me and him.
It ain't even about a beef. You might not even have a beef with the brother. You might just say, hey, brother, hey, bro, hey, how you doing? Hey, bro, I see how you moving, man. I'm gonna be gone. Peace and blessings to you, brother. I wish you success, but I can't be around that type of shit. Rock on. That means, hey, it might be a chance I might not talk about you on it. I ain't getting into that. I don't hang the phone up on you. I go 7-8 years. I don't even talk about you. I don't worry about you. I'm not going on your platform. We don't know if you ask me to come on the platform or none of that. He might have asked me you come on, but if you sabotage before you start the platform, you can't call the nigga. Y'all probably still got each other's number because somebody could get hurt, something happen, and you'll come to the funeral and all that. But Ray won't be doing the eulogy though. That won't be happening.
Or whatever, have a beef. You will never know it unless it came from them. If I know you in real life and I can absolutely call you. And you can't get the blessing of nobody around me. You can't get the blessing of my daughter, my wife, my friends, my family. You can't get the blessing of nobody to be able to talk about me if you supposedly know me in real life.
I understand. So what if we had a mentorship program?
So you see how he changed it up? Now he said, because you know me in real life. Man, I don't know you in real life, nigga. You changed. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I changed in 2000 and became a better man. And he was rocking with me, and we was being better men together. And then at the end of the day, you went off and did this thing that I don't support. That I got to sabotage with you. If you that convicted in what you're standing on.
Program together. How do you get that? How do you get that across to the kids that
Ray Lewis already got across to the kids? You let them know that what he stand for, he will settle a friendship for what he stand for. So that message what you supposed to deliver. This is what this about. It ain't about the friendship. Because last time I checked, man, Ray Lewis ain't got no responsibility to Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe ain't got no responsibility to Ray Lewis. They men. Ray Lewis got responsibility to his children. Ray Lewis got responsibility to his children. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got. Don't give a fuck. You got responsibility for them until you leave this earth. Regardless if they're successful or whatever them kids are doing, you got responsibility for them. That's who you need to be. That's who you can't sabotage with. That's who you can't goddamn me turn your back on. But guess what? There's plenty of parents that turn their back on their kids. Michael Jordan turned his back on Marcus Jordan. Now, if Jordan gonna talk about him, no reason to. Okay? But at the end of the day, he turned his back on him. So what the hell is the difference of Ray Lewis turning his back on a grown ass 50-something-year-old man just doing some fuck shit in the game that he ain't addressing? He was asked on Patrick B. Davis' podcast about the content that he put out. He ain't asking him about the woman. He ain't asking him about the other woman. He ain't asking him about the woman that was on Instagram. Didn't ask him about what happened over that Undisputed. Didn't ask about him with him and Skip. He ain't asked him about him and homosexual. He ain't asked him about that. He asked him about the content he put out. That's what Patrick B. Davis asked his ass.
you are now around every day, and Shannon has gone off and done other things, and he hasn't come back to the ground level and pretty much
don't care about
explain himself and his decisions to the kids that he mentored.
You don't have to explain nothing to nobody. We got something that we got to keep moving over here. If you guys want to continue to be a part of the program, you can. If not, then don't be it. I don't, okay. Bro, Shannon Sharpe owes nobody no explanation for how he decides to live his life right or wrong.
Right, he don't. And you're right. You're absolutely right, Anton. And God damn it, Ray Lewis don't have no obligation to co-sign that nigga. He don't have no ain't no motherfucking rules in the game. Niggas snitching like I'm a snitch culture going on out here. Niggas telling on each other for crime. So if niggas is telling on niggas for doing wrong, I can tell on your ass that I ain't with that. What you doing is wrong and I don't back it. Hey, you basically talking about don't snitch on me. Nigga, fuck you. You snitched on yourself. We talking about content here. It's content creation. He don't agree with the content that you put out. Shannon Sharpe. That was goddamn Anton Daniels. He don't agree with the content you putting out.
Now, us as observers and as people that are content creators, we can criticize or give commentary on it because he's a public figure. But when you're talking about friendship, that's a completely different conversation.
Yeah, but they ain't friends no more. He already said he severed his ties with the nigga. So they're not friends anymore. So why we keep praying this narrative that they friends? They were friends. We confirmed that they were friends at one time. Are they friends today? They can't be. He ain't never been on the show. That's the question I would ask you. Has they ever been on the club, Shay? Well, apparently they ain't fucking friends no more.
But we're talking about accountability, though. It's not even.
It ain't about accountability, brother. It ain't about accountability. You're already fucking up right now, son. It ain't about no damn accountability, man. It's all about what you stand on. It's about what Ray stands on. It ain't about the accountability. Ray don't like that. Ray is not doing that type of content. That's what Ray said. Stay on what Ray said and quit saying what accountability. It ain't about holding. He ain't holding accountability. It wasn't accountability answer. It was based off how he feels and based how he lives his life and based off on the standards that he stands on and the rules and the laws and statutes that fucking Ray stands on. That was more of about what he stands on. Because he had to come out, he asked a question, he had to go on and give him credit for having a popular goddamn content, popular platform. They're all popular, they're growing, they're 2-3 million on each platform. It's the average of 3 million subscribers on each platform of Club Shay and Nightcap. Almost over 6 million subscribers. I don't want to hear that shit. In a damn day is that Ray Lewis doesn't agree with the brand of content and the style of content that Shannon Sharpe puts out. That's it.
It goes beyond friendship.
You can't hold me.
It don't mean that Shannon is bad. That don't mean that Shannon's a butthole or he a bitch ass nigga. It just mean that I just don't agree with this style of content. It ain't my type of content. I don't rock with it. So I sever ties with the brother because I can't do it.
Accountable. You can't make me do nothing. And you going on the
right, and that ain't what he tried to do. He ain't trying to make Ray do, and Ray wasn't going on now. That's what I'm saying. That's where the boy messing up at. That's why you tell this guy kind of young and shit. He's not understanding the game. He ain't, Anton know who he debating, who he talking to. Because there's some other guys that come on there. That's why you can't come on there with emotion. Now I'm putting emotion out, but I'm putting emotion based out on the truth. See, my emotion will come out with this truth. I ain't finna be over here, goddamn me. I ain't over here wrong for no Ray Lewis. I'm just saying Ray Lewis ain't wrong for telling the world, hey man, I don't agree with that shit.
Public platform, don't do nothing. So what you think? Again, the question was, what do you think happens after you go on Patrick Bet David and you say some shit that I don't necessarily agree with?
I mean, it just brings awareness to it, and now we could have the conversation.
Well, there ain't no conversation gonna be having to it because y'all personal. So that's how Anton is kind of he's not really winning this debate to me. It's just you're not willing to go into that water with him. You're not willing to go and stay on that particular. You on the side of Ray Lewis. He's on the side of Shannon. So you have to understand. I'm going to be on the Ray Lewis platform. I'm gonna stay on it, and he gonna stay on it. That's it. You own what you own and stay on that platform. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay on what you own. Don't be trying to like meet with him. It ain't about no meeting with you. I'm gonna get you to agree with me through standing on the platform that Ray Lewis is doing wrong, in my opinion. And I think, in my humble opinion, I don't think they really rock with each other like that no more. So as we going by, you could easily change the conversation just tweak it a little bit, and we can get in there. You think they're still friends? But they're not friends now. All right, then. So it is what it is. He didn't care about severing the ties of friendship. That might was just a warning shot, nigga. I don't fuck with you. Don't call my phone. You understand me? Or leave me alone. You know, people do that too. You know, shoot that warning shot out there. It happens sometimes. You know.
I'm not talking to you after that. Now we enemies. Now we staunch enemies. Now you burnt the bridge. We enemies, and it ain't no conversation. It ain't no coming back. And now you can't control how I react to it.
No, you can't. And today, I just told you how I felt about it, so I don't give a fuck about your reaction. As long as your reaction ain't no physical shit, we straight. You can verbally goddamn me crucify. You can tell the world about what you did for me in 2000 and shit. That's 25 years ago. Y'all both was in the league together. So y'all both had the same objectives and shit, and y'all was in the fraternity and brotherhood. And y'all Hall of Famers, so y'all in that fraternity and brotherhood. Y'all in that brotherhood together. If you want to go there because they're in the fraternity, they football together, they been friends, or you want to play that we did rock together, we did break bread together, that I ain't never supposed to say nothing negative about you, even though I would disagree with you. Patrick David didn't ask that motherfucker to say what he said. He offered it up himself. Patrick David didn't draw that out of him. He gave it to he offered it up himself. He could have left it alone. And yeah, he got a popular platform, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish him well. You know, I would hope that you know, he changed a few things with his content, and that's all I got to say. He could have just said that and rocked off. He could have added a little point and just left it hanging, and then forced it Patrick David to ask a follow-up question behind it and see then whatever the follow-up question was, that he could have shut it down and moved on. He could have said a little bit and said, you know, hey man, you know, you got a popular platform, man. It's a good platform, but it ain't something that I do, and that's all I can say about that. And I ain't throwing nobody on the bus. You just telling somebody what you want to do.
You can't hold me accountable on somebody else's platform. What kind of junk is that? Do y'all think that that's okay?
I don't think he spoke on Shannon just out of the blue like that, though. I believe with what's going on with Shannon, that kind of put the light on Shannon, and he asked, being that they won championships.
Just because somebody asked you a question don't mean that you got to answer it.
I know he was gonna cut you on that. They say, you know how he cut you on that. You weren't supposed to say it like that. It's just, if you were gonna say that, you could say Ray Lewis. He responded to the question that was asked. He started out with the question that he got his platform is popular, his platform popular, but I don't agree. But he added that he didn't agree with the content he put out. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. He just told the world he just don't agree with it. They ain't into the world, Anton. He just don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't agree with it. You don't agree with it. You don't agree with it. And that's all the dude, that's all the young buck had to say.
I don't have to answer nothing to nobody. So just because somebody asks, I gotta give them what it is that they asking me.
No, I don't think he asked for that. He just asked him his opinion on the content he put out, what he thought about it. We think about, you know, him and his popular and how he came up. And he said he knew Shannon was going to be popular. He knew Shannon was going to be good. He knew Shannon was going to be successful in media. And he has been successful in media. He has been successful in media, man, since he left when he came on CBS in 2003. Well, 2004 to be exact. So he retired in 03, so 04. So when he went over there in 04. He was over there in 04. He was on Sirius NFL Radio. Then he left there, man, you know what I'm saying? Got fired from CBS. He was with Sirius. From Sirius, he stayed on Sirius for a little while. He left Sirius. Then he went over to Undisputed in 2016. That was successful. That's where he came with the Uncle Shay from, Uncle Shannon. That's when he came with that platform. When he came with that, he parlayed that into Club Shay Shay. Then he parlayed that into Nightcap, and he started Shay Shay Media. So Shannon is successful. We can't knock the success that Shannon Sharpe got, and that ain't what Ray Lewis not. He just say it ain't his type of content, dog. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. Hey man, he's successful. You know, can't say I'm happy for him on like content, but he's successful, man. It is what it is, but that ain't my type of content. It ain't my type. That ain't my type. That ain't my type of shit.
About? Oh man, you know what? I'm not even sure what's going on with Shannon. I wasn't even paying attention to be honest with you.
No, and that's a damn lie because you're lying. Now, and Ray Lewis is not gonna lie, bro. He ain't you. So Ray Lewis ain't running from shit. He running through it, bro. Ray Lewis don't give a fuck. You know, what you gonna do to him? He a confrontational type of guy. What you gonna do to him? And Shannon ain't finna go jump on that nigga, man, because that nigga don't agree with your content. Nigga, how you look coming to fight me because I don't agree with what the fuck you got going on? Man, that man, you knock on my door with that kind of shit. That can get something. It's gonna escalate, bro. It's not gonna be just a fisticuff. It ain't spare the moment that we get into it. This some goddamn premeditated shit you come over and do. Nah, we good.
What's the next question? That wasn't sufficient. Now we all reacting to it, and you want to talk about him because he down right now, and you basically I look at those type of people as worse than the people that talk negatively about you, because you know me in real life, and so now I look at you as a snake.
But I still think Shannon's a good person. Like, we all human at the end of the day. Nobody's perfect. And I believe that when we hold each other accountable, it leaves room for...
It ain't about accountability, brother. It wasn't an accountability. Ray Lewis was not doing no accountability checking, bro. Ray Lewis didn't do that, brother. Ray Lewis did not do that. What Ray Lewis did is what he is not for what Shannon's platform is. You don't agree with it. Yeah, I don't have to really put that out there, but who gives a fuck? He put it out there. Ray Lewis said, fuck that. I'm not giving this nigga roses, throwing this nigga flowers for shit I don't know that I abhor. He should have, like you said, if they were friends still, I don't think Ray Lewis would have commented on it. I think he was like, man, I ain't worried about Shannon. Shannon do what he got to do. I ain't tripping on him. You know what I'm saying? I sip every now and then myself. But Ray don't drink. Ray don't smoke. Ray don't do none of that. So he don't promote that shit. Ray don't promote it. Ray ain't never promote this shit. Ray was probably in the club or whatever back in the day. I don't know what Ray was doing, but Ray right now, he don't promote it. He don't condone it. He's not that type of guy. That don't mean he's holier than thou. That don't mean he's better than Shannon. He just said he don't promote what Shannon promotes. And I could tell you what I don't promote. It is what it is, dude.
Improvement.
Privately. You don't stand up and try to embarrass me publicly.
I ain't embarrass you publicly. And let me tell you something, brother. And no. Not Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe embarrassed himself publicly. It ain't nothing Ray Lewis can do. And Ray Lewis didn't embarrass him publicly. He just told me he don't rock with his content. It ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Actually, sitting in the warning shop telling the brother you need to think about doing a little bit better, because it's taking you down. It's taking you in those waters. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't need to be. You are here fucking with people that you shouldn't even be around.
You don't talk about my character publicly if you are my friend. I don't know why do y'all think that this?
And again, the brother will not address it. What I had played, I'm gonna play it for you again.
I'm like, you're gonna take that route. I can't go that route. Never can go that route. And that route is to become so worldly that you go that route. You're gonna take that route. We kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, yeah. And then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're gonna take that route.
And today, he said he went their separate ways. So homeboy is not on his game to goddamn me remember that. That is the main idea in that whole thing. Is that
this is okay.
No, it's like he put himself in a predicament where his actions are on display to the world. So I don't
that got nothing to do with you.
It has all that to do. I'm part of the audience. I'm part of the audience, brother. And then and actually that's what he is, because actually that is what Shannon is. That's what Ray Lewis is. He's an audience member now. I just played you. He said that he had went in separate ways with Shannon Sharpe since Shannon back in the Undisputed days. Ray Lewis don't fuck with him no more. So he's an audience member just like Anton, just like me, just like you. Because we used to rock back in the day, it doesn't translate to the day. It's not a seniority in friendship, man. You have to be we have to be on one accord with each other. Whatever made us friends, and you do something that I'm not really cool with, it's like he played football. Ray Lewis played football with guys that probably got drunk, probably got high, probably did all kinds of shit, right? But he played football where that was part of the job. And then he had a crew that he probably ran with that was probably, you know what I'm saying, Shannon Sharpe and a couple of guys that probably didn't do nothing. Probably had what you call the lame crew. And then they were just doing, you know, having fun. It was a little beer or whatever. They were kicking and having fun, but, you know, they wasn't judging. But at the end of the day, they were privately doing what they was doing. They really wasn't publicly promoting it. And Ray Lewis is at that stage in his life, he don't want to promote that and he don't want to be part of that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't no wrong with Shannon doing. At the end of the day, I ain't disagreeing with Shannon's platform is. I don't care about it. And what I mean is, I don't think you're doing nothing wrong. It is worldly though. Let's just be real. It's worldly what he doing. It is what it is, dog.
I mean, listen, you know what happens when my friends is going through some shit, or they make a mistake, or they fumble in public? You know what I do? I double down.
And about him fumbling, see, that wasn't even the conversation. See, the conversation wasn't about him in the situations behind the podcast and outside the podcast and the platforms he got. Ray Lewis wasn't even talking about that. He never talked about that. So now you making up shit that Ray never said. See what I'm saying? And he's not. That's what I'm saying. The brother, I don't know what he on there for. He's not defending. The point he was defending what Ray was on, and Ray didn't ever say that. Ray never said nothing negative about him. You can go into it and say, well, he coming on here based off of it. You can go in there and say, well, he, you know, if he didn't have those issues, he wouldn't, you know, you can paint him and, you know, put him in the corner. That's why he got a popular platform, because, you know,
on the support that I have for him private.
A nigga like me on there.
I asked him, hey fam, do you need anything? Hey, if it's any money that you need to go through or whatever, I don't abandon my friends and start talking publicly about them when they're going through shit. I hold them down. Even that's when I get closer to them. Cause see, I can.
Yeah, but the key is in the days they still friends. Now, if they're friends, I don't think Ray doing that to him. I think Ray going to him and talking to him and helping him. But somebody's getting rich off something. It's gonna be hard to break somebody because he wasn't breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? What he doing on his content? He's not breaking the law.
Not call you for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months if you're doing well. Oh, you know what? I see you doing well, or I'll check in on you periodically or whatever. But when you going through some shit, even if it's your fault and I'm your friend, that's when I'm really hunkering down.
Yeah, that is if we still friends. And he didn't get into that. He got into the content he put out. So you can say, but now it's deeper than that, brother. It's deeper than, come on, brother. You know it's deeper than that. I don't give a fuck how deep it is. They ain't here to get in that nigga mind. I'm just going off what I heard and what the man said. I don't know him. I don't know neither one of y'all. I don't know nobody. I don't know none of you motherfuckers. What I do know is dude asked him a question, and it was a flowers question. So he wasn't finna throw no flowers to the nigga and shit, and he could pour what the nigga doing. He could have said no comment. I don't want to talk about Shannon Sharpe or whatever. That'd have been a little worse. Because when you that let you know right then and there, it must be some problems. Or he say, hey, man, that's my friend, man. You know what I'm saying? I love him. You know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't say that. You see what I'm saying? He didn't say none of that. You know what I'm saying? He basically said, hey, man, that man on the other side of the fence, bro. I'm on my side. I'm on this line. He on that other line. And ain't no cross-pollinating with that shit. This ain't happening. You know, I don't back that. They ain't what. It's people like that out there. They ain't rocking with that.
I'm with you. And
because it is perpetrating the image and propaganda. We talk about propaganda all the time. That's propaganda he pushing in Ray Lewis's opinion.
That's when I'm gonna really start tapping in with you and making sure that you straight. I don't turn against you when the world is against you.
I don't think he turned against you. I think he was already against you for the world even knew. For the world was on his side. Ray Lewis wasn't fucking with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Where the world was accepting him with the bullshit. See the difference? The difference? That's all he had to do was go by. I don't think, I said, man, I don't even think Ray Lewis, I think, that's the main thing I always remembered out of that whole thing is when I watched this, is he said we sever ties, and that's what he was there. Came in with the young brother. I ain't gonna keep playing this live too much longer.
Pick you when you
I'm
down.
gonna go a little farther, and I'm gonna let it go.
I don't start talking about you publicly when everybody else is doing the same thing. That's when I start to hold you down, even if everybody else is against both of us. All right, we'll skip it. You was my dog before all of this podcast and stuff in the first place.
But let me give you an example. So
yeah, you see how he changing the narrative on him. See, because that's smart by Anton, because I was doing Anton covering his track, but see the brother he can't cover the tracks on that. Based off what Anton is saying, if they are friends, yes, he's out of bounds. But if we ain't friends, and I'm telling the world that, hey man, Patrick McDavid tried to, get me to co-sign this content. I'm not co-signing the content. I'm just not co-signing it. And you don't have to co-sign it, brother. You don't have to co-sign it. And he can say, well, and I know he's saying, well, you can do that privately. Co-sign it privately. You ain't got to tell the world you don't co-sign it because we broke bread back in the day. Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, you doing some fuck shit out here in the streets, which he's not. You know what I'm saying? As far as that content is concerned, there ain't no fuck shit he doing. Content is just a taste of content that Ray Lewis does not like. That is not in good taste to Ray Lewis. He think it's distasteful.
Cause you're pretty.
He think it's dirty work. He think it's nasty work. That's what Ray Lewis think. He think it's nasty work.
Be quick when it comes to the Bible and religion and everything. So with Jesus and the 12 disciples, right? When one of the disciples pretty much.
Now, brother, you went into something that I think you're not well versed at. So what I would have, you should have just said, again, if you just stood on the Ray Lewis, just stand on the Ray Lewis platform where he stand on. You ain't got to get on into nothing because you really agree with Ray Lewis. So stick with Ray. You stick with Ray, you can win. Now, I know you're not coming over here to win, but at the end of the day, this is a debate. So y'all having a disagreement. So it is a debate. So what you have to do is you have to get your point across on why you agree with Ray Lewis. That is the bottom line. Ain't even about winning or losing. You just got to let the world know why you got this opportunity to talk, to let the world know, check this out. I don't have any problem with Shannon Sharpe's content, by the way. I don't have no problem with his content. Let's get that out the way right now. I don't think I know what kind of content it is. A worldly content. It is a worldly content. It is what it is. I'm not gonna say that goddamn Ray Lewis is holier than thou. I don't believe he is, but I think Ray Lewis don't want to promote the things that Shannon Sharpe promotes. That is it. He don't want no part of it. He severed his ties a long time ago. If you think they still friends, I think that Anton, you're incorrect. I don't think they're friends anymore. I think they respectfully parted ways. I think that if Shannon Sharpe changed it, which he's not going to stop promoting because it's very lucrative. So he's not going to stop promoting. Look, it ain't nothing because alcohol is not illegal in this country. So he don't have to stop promoting it. If you want to go there and say, man, ain't nothing wrong with me promoting alcohol, everybody promote it. He ain't doing nothing wrong as far as his content. It's just a distasteful content that he don't like. It's like he don't like butter. What he don't like the taste of the content. It was distasteful to him. He have a right to have that opinion. Should he keep it to himself? He could have. But at the end of the day, Ray Lewis is a big picture guy, and he wants to damn tell the world that, hey man, I don't agree with that.
Lied on Jesus. Jesus still held him accountable and let him know that he was aware that he knew about it and still pulled him up. So how can it? Why should? What
does that got to do with using somebody else's platform in order to disparage somebody?
It's kind of the same.
He didn't disparage him. He just didn't agree with his content. You see what I'm saying? The brother not using them words. He didn't. He just don't agree with the content he put out, brother. See what Anton is doing is he making it bigger than what it is. He making it real bigger than like he backstabbing him. Now he walking right into his face and stabbing him. He stabbing him right in his face. He ain't backstabbing you. You know what I'm saying? He just told the world, man, I don't agree with the content. And we'll show it to you again, just for you cats, because y'all don't want to hear it. We'll show it to you again.
And yeah, and then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're gonna take that route. I can't go that route.
It's like what?
Simply, I take drinking. Shannon, in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink. Ever. Like it was against the law, right? Because he had some stuff in his family that he didn't want to follow that. And then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're gonna take that route. I can't go that route. Never can go that route. And that route is to become so worldly that you become popular because you're talking about ignorance.
And that's his take on it. That is his take on it. And I'm gonna end it there. Bottom line, man. Let me go into my rant. Ray Lewis went on the Patrick David podcast, probably talk about his life, talk about his career. And at the same time, you know what I'm saying, what he's living, what he's going through, right? And Patrick David asked him a question about a former acquaintance, a friend, or friend now, or friend back then, former acquaintance, a guy that he was in the trenches with, in the battlefield with, from a football game he's played with the Baltimore Ravens back in the day. They were friends all the way back since the early 90s, back in 96. They said they became friends when he was a rookie. And Shannon took him on his wings and showed him, try to show him the right way to go. And I think now it was time for Ray Lewis to try to show him the right way to go. But at the end of the day, Ray Lewis, Shannon Sharpe went down a lucrative lane, and he chose that lucrative lane. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Shannon Sharpe is not wrong for going down a lucrative lane, having his own liquor, you know what I'm saying, and and them things. It is what it is. Did he switch up? Yes, he switched up. If you was a man that was against alcohol and against tobacco products, against the marijuana and the marijuana and smugs and drugs and all that, and then you come on a platform and somebody give you advice, hey man, go on, come up with this. Yeah, you can put your name on this, man. Go on right ahead, man. It's very lucrative. You sold out, brother. And then if you especially if you was the kind of guy that was against this stuff, then you sold out. It's about the line, you sold out, man. If you been this guy, you've been a little bit of a sipper, you probably didn't sip, but you probably sip a little bit in off season or whatever. You probably puffed a little bit like Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan had a podcast right now, and he was doing what he was doing, puffing on cigars, sipping on his scotch. You can't say that about Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan stood on that when he played. Hey, you got a taste of the devil's nectar, Shannon, and you realize you ain't playing no more, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't really got to recover like you used to no more. So, you can sip. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, Ray Lewis just said he don't agree with the content. And if I don't agree with your content, I don't have to agree with your content. If the right person asked me that question, I'm gonna tell you. He ain't went on no goddamn me tour to diss no motherfucker Shannon Sharpe. But when he should have probably dissed Shannon Sharpe, it was back when Shannon Sharpe dissed him when it came to that Colin Kaepernick situation. Like, you wasn't gonna kneel, why you kneeling now? Why you say you wasn't gonna do this, why you kneeling now? All this old bullshit, right? And that's what and that's where they fell out at, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's where they fell out. So they didn't fall out behind no fucking podcast. They didn't fall out behind they fell out back when he was on fucking Undisputed before Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. So if I fall at you before you got your shit, I can come on any goddamn podcast and tell the world that I don't agree with that content you put out. I don't give a fuck if we broke bread together. I don't mean, hey man, it's some motherfuckers that used to break bread with Charles Manson, bro. It's some motherfuckers that broke bread with Gang Gacy. It's some motherfuckers that broke bread with a lot of crazy motherfuckers. It's a lot of people that broke bread with fucking P. Diddy. It's a lot of motherfuckers that broke bread with R. Kelly. It's a lot of motherfuckers that broke bread with a lot of these motherfuckers. The difference between them motherfuckers, they broke the law. Mm-mm. So they would look like hypocrites, and they said, and they spoke out. So goddamn, it's niggas out here that's doing dirty shit, and goddamn me and snitching out here. So you saying that Ray Lewis was a bitch ass nigga because he told the world that, hey man, that content he put out, man, is popular, but that ain't my content. That ain't what I do. Because at the end of the day, he can't be throwing flowers and roses to shit that he abhor. I'm not taking the L on my manhood and you already losing. I'm not taking the L on mine. I'm gonna stand on what I stand on. And if you find Ray Lewis on some hypocrisy after the infamous January Super Bowl 2000, after that day, see, because Ray Lewis, we didn't know who Ray Lewis was until that day. We knew he's just a good football player. But after that day, after that fuck up, we knew who the fuck he was. Because when that one of January of 2000, he was in deep shit. But that goddamn, when that August or September hit, they went on a motherfucking roll. Him and Shannon Sharpe went on the roll, and they held up the Vincent party in 2001. And Ray Lewis cleaned his goddamn life up. He got a second chance, and Ray Lewis ran with that shit. You can diss Shannon Sharpe. You can diss fucking Ray Lewis all you want to, but motherfuckers didn't know who Ray Lewis was before that fucked up situation. But when you find out who the fuck he was, for goddamn 12 years straight, you knew who the fuck Ray Lewis was and what Ray stood for. He changed the way people thought of him. And what Ray did was some terrible shit. We understand that shit. Allegedly. We don't know what Ray did. But they gave that motherfucker a second chance. And that motherfucker ran with that shit, nigga. And he cleaned himself all the way up. And Shannon ain't never done was nowhere near what the fuck the goddamn Ray Lewis done. But he had his warning. And he didn't allow that destruction to get him. His ass is supposed to have been gone, buddy. And a lot of y'all's opinion. And Ray Lewis became what he became. The definition of a middle linebacker. When you think of inside linebacker, you think of Dick Buckets, you think of Mike Singletary, and you think of Ray Lewis. Some people say they think of Ray Lewis before all them other guys. And then Ray Lewis left the game. He got in the commentary business. He really ain't that good. But he was a great motivational speaker. And the man is a man that lives for God and lives for God. He's a fitness guy. He lives for God. We don't, you can go by where Ray Lewis did what he did. Yeah, but you don't know that nigga for that. Mm-mm. That was somebody told you about it. You watched him from 2000 to 2012 until he retired. That's when he retired. So for 13 seasons, we know who Ray Lewis was. We watched Ray Lewis. Because before then, we knew Ray Lewis. We knew he was out there. But Baltimore wasn't even that good then. 96, 97, 98, 99, Baltimore wasn't that good. They was building something. And that's what it is. And man, that's all I got to say for today. This has been Prince Pierre, man. We're to talk about Ray Lewis. And who was wrong, man. My opinion, man, Ray Lewis definitely wasn't wrong. Shannon Sharpe ain't even wrong, not for the content he put down, because the content he put down is just worldly content. I don't think that Shannon I don't think Shannon is a super religious guy anyway. I think he believes in God, but he's more worldly than he is holy. Shannon and Ray Lewis is on the holiness side of the game, so it is what it is. This is basically worldly holiness versus worldliness. When he found out that Anton Daniels kind of lead on the worldly side of the game more than the spiritual side of the game. And yeah, they were friends and shit. And you could be best friends. They was friends for a long time. From 96 to probably all the way to 2016. Around 17 and 18, it was a little bit of a rift. And Ray went his separate way. And then he got asked a question. Did he have the answer? No. But it's like Patrick David got him. Because of how he asked the question. And then he realized that I can't be co-signing this shit. And that's what happened. He wasn't supposed to say nothing. And I will show you this picture before I go. And Anton Daniels basically said, because we broke bread together, because we was in the trenches together in football, that you ain't never supposed to say nothing negative about me or say anything or training to me positively or negatively. He said positively or negative. That if he asks a question, you don't comment on it at all. He don't know Ray Lewis at all. Ray Lewis ain't a nigga that gonna bite his tongue. And Ray Lewis is a guy that believes I will use you to save somebody else. If I can use you to goddamn help somebody else not go down the path that you're going, he's gonna use you, brother. That's just how Ray lay down. He don't give a fuck. And that's just how Ray get down, y'all. They tell y'all that's how Ray get down, baby. And I just hope that it's Ray right. But by the state of the friendship that Shannon Sharpe and Ray Lewis has, and they are no longer associates and no longer friends, they're severed ties, then Ray Lewis has 100% autonomy to see what it damn well pleases about that motherfucker. Don't mean that he always hated it. Don't mean that. He didn't disclose what they did in the day when they was the friends. He just talked about when he had to walk away from Shannon Sharpe is when Shannon Sharpe chose to be uncle, to be America's uncle and promote tobacco and alcohol. And that's when he said, nah, that ain't what we did when we played. And I'm gonna still be that guy that I was when I played. From 2000 to the day. And that's what I'm gonna represent. I ain't gonna represent nothing else but what I was when I won my Super Bowl. Everybody, thank you for supporting America's Game Show. And go check us out on the shorts. One thing you know about YouTube, they don't push my shit on the algorithm when I do these live. I don't give a fuck. They'll be shorted out. I'll keep cut these bitches up and use the full context of what you put out. America's Game, baby. We get the fuck on out. Enjoy the nice football, everybody. Get out of here.
Together we fight, hand in hand, side by side. America's game, it's our turn to die. Oh yeah. From coast to coast, see the banners unfurled. Voices together, watch the power swirl. No longer silent, we're ready to roar. With passion and purpose, we're ready for more. To chase the sea. The game is on to the people, we won't be denied. With courage and strength, we take the stride. Together we fight, hand in hand, side by side. America's game is our turn to die.